Hi everyone, it's Colleen, and I wanted to give you a quick heads up about the upgrade that we did with Moodle over the summer. I know as we're getting going here at the beginning of the school year and trying to get some Moodle training and maybe last minute tutorials in, some of the tutorials that were made in the past are going to look a little bit different because of an upgrade that we did. So I just wanted to give you a quick overview of what that upgrade looks like so that as you go back and reference maybe older tutorials or documents or whatever that you'll be able to easily see kind of what those steps reference and that sort of thing in the new view. So here I have my course pulled up. You can see that I am kind of logged in as the generic teacher account that I have, and really it looks very similar to what it has in the past. I still have access to my courses in the middle. I have my doc options kind of in both sides of the column headers here. As a quick review, you'll remember that I can easily dock these tabs and resources. They just kind of get them hidden, give you more viewable and workable format in Moodle. So let's go into my course here that I have set up. I think there's really two or three things that I just want to review with you quickly. And obviously you will see the first difference here is the editing features in your course. Now, if you're following along, get into your course and turn your editing on, and you'll notice that all of the edit icons that used to be right next to all of the various resources and activities that you would have put in your course have all been collapsed into one edit field. So I expanded mine here, and you can see really none of the edit options have changed. They've just all been condensed and hidden just to kind of clean up the formatting a bit, the editing view, if you will, in Moodle. So when you click on the edit drop down, notice that you still have your edit settings. You still can move your resources left or right. And of course, if this resource would have been indented, I would have an option to move it back to the left here as well. I can hide from here. I can duplicate the resource. I can assign roles if you have your kids set up in roles in your course. And of course, you can delete it as well. So that's really the first big change that has happened. Of course, you'll still go about adding resources and activities in the exact same way that you have in the past. Each one of those is still a drop-down menu, so you'll still be able to do that in your course as well. But the other thing that I do want to show, and maybe kind of speaking of some of these resources and activities, let's add one. I'm going to add, say, a page. Required information is still asterisked. It's still in red, so you still will have to go through and enter all of that. Well, let me just put something in here real quick. Remember, the description really isn't anything that your kids will see unless they kind of accidentally stumble across it. And, oops. This is the beginning of my page content. Okay, so all of this still looks the same, essentially. Red, it's asterisked, that's how you know it's required. Well, the first thing on this page that I want to point out is notice how you really don't have many tools left in your editing features for your text field. But the very far left option is an option to toggle those toolbars on and off. So now if you're looking for some of those options to bold or italicize or bullet lists or justify or whatever, those are still there. Again, they're just hidden. The idea was kind of cleaning it all up, condensing it, leaving out the tools that you use most often. So let's say we've added our general information, we've got our content going, but now I come down and on all of the modules that you're going to be adding, all of the rest of these fields have been collapsed. Of course, you can go through and expand each one of them and kind of see what each one of them hides or whatever. But notice clear back up at the top, you have an option here to expand everything. And if I click on that option to expand everything, now as I start working my way down the page, I can see all of those settings that you've had in the past. Again, they were collapsed, they were hidden just in an effort to try to clean things up. If you like to see all of those options or just want to be reminded of what was there and what you have the ability to format and edit and whatever with your course, then go ahead and expand all of those options. And then work your way through the resource, apply what needs to be applied, and then save whatever it is that you've done, and then it returns to your course, and now you're back and you're able to add your next activity or whatever. But as soon as you go into your next activity, let me just add an assignment here. I'm going to have to expand everything all over again. Okay, so maybe get in the habit of doing that if you're used to seeing that. Really, I think this is kind of it. Obviously, it looks a little bit different, but the efforts have been to try to clean up the editing fields, make it a little bit more streamlined, maybe easier to see at first glance and that type of thing. So anyway, I hope this overview has helped. As you review the tutorials from here on out, you're just going to have to remember that you're going to have to expand some of the fields to get to some of the features that are outlined on the other tutorials. And then just kind of play around with it and see where you get. Let me know if you have questions.